Hello, my name is Johnny Poon. I'm here joined by two very good friends, fellow musicians, Ms. Vivian Yau and Dr. Roberto Alonso Trillo. So, welcome to this particular talk. We are here talking to you from the Hong Kong Museum of Art. This amazing collection from the Capodimonte Museum, The Road to the Baroque. Hey, Vivian and Roberto, please introduce yourself to the audience.
Hi, I'm a soprano. I sing. I sing basically anything in the classical realm, mostly opera, but also Baroque and contemporary classical music. So, yeah, it's great to be here.
Hello, everyone. I'm a violin player and also an academic. I do research, I read and I write. As a violin player, I specialize in repertoire that goes from early Baroque to contemporary music, and I've done a lot of Baroque music throughout my career, both in Europe and here, and it's a true pleasure to be here today with all of you.
We have created this playlist of music in the museum where you come in and you hear beautiful music being performed by Vivian and Roberto. So that's the reason why we invite both of them back to talk to us about the experience of making music in this particular space and their experience of Baroque music and art in general.
Okay, so I am especially drawn to this painting out of all of the paintings in this exhibition just because of how colorful it is. I love all the different flowers, the fruits, animals. I think this painting is called Flowers and Fruit with a woman plucking grapes. And we actually did a music video here with Merula's Folle ben che si crede. It's a very flirtatious song, and it really ties in well with this painting because we know that flowers and fruit, they represent fertility and love and passion. So I'm very drawn to this, and it's very cute. I love the little rabbit, the watermelon, the peacock and the turkey. It's very fun.
There's this painting, Saint Agatha by Francesco Guarino, a painting made in 1640 of a young Francesco Guarino depicting Saint Agatha, who was an early Christian martyr, whose breast was removed. And what I find very interesting about this painting, really moving, is how it depicts death. Yeah, if we think about the romantic ideal of death, this is radically different. She's defiant. She's willing to die. She's ready to die. She's not moving. She's looking at us in a way that is quite intense, I would say. You have the background that is kind of blurred, and then all of these details that are built into the painting. For example, the eyes, yeah, filled with blood, and then there's small details on the fabric, all of the small elements and the blood coming out. When we performed with this painting with the dancer, with Sudi Liao, we tried to depict some of these elements by using musical material that was really expansive, as if it wasn't going anywhere, and using movements of the body that were also very relaxed and very expanded through time. And we found this painting to be, a really powerful visual element to relate to in what we did with the music and the dance. And I hope that you enjoyed that video as well.
So I think the same applies to music too. Why can't Baroque music be expressive as well?
Yeah,
that certain sensibility.
Yeah, there's sort of this idea of like perfection in Baroque paintings, like every muscle and every expression, every like proportion in the painting is perfect. The same applies to music, I think.
My whole relationship with playing Baroque music, I think, is channeled through that. No, when you think about some of the music that I played, for example, from the early Baroque, and you get the score, you have a first look at the score. The score is so simple. It's just a collection of notes, sometimes not even dynamics, and a basic description of rhythms. And that's only a starting point. That it's like, imagine that you were to reduce this to 3 lines, and you would present that as a score. And then you, as a performer, and through the knowledge of historical performance practices and your own sensibility, you have to develop all of these elements, and to me that's one of the most beautiful things about playing Baroque music, is the ability to go from that sort of initial bare structure that sometimes can be the score, especially in early Baroque, and make out of that a beautiful painting with all of these chiaroscuro effects, flesh, and different elements in the playing. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the beauty of that is the freedom.
Yeah.
You know, based on that skeleton score, you know, that for you to interact and reimagine and then
That's
create
right, yeah.
this, you know, the other work of art. The very same way for soprano. You have recently recorded this Vivaldi arias.
Yeah.
You know, so you know you put in a lot of ornamentation. So tell us
Yeah.
about your experience on that.
Yeah, I actually love writing ornaments for Baroque music because I can just do whatever I want. And I mean, not whatever I want, but based on the text. Usually I go with the text. So yeah, for the Vivaldi, but also for the Marula, we have three verses of the same music but different text. And I try to reflect the differences in the emotion, just really based on the text. And I love that so much. It's so much fun.
If you look at the macro level and the beauty, disposition, proportions, rhythm, tempo, but also the micro level, to me, one of the interesting things about this that we cannot really do here because these paintings are protected, is to dive into the painting itself. Like every small portion of paint that was put in there, and look at the shapes, the materiality, how light is built through, you know, different types of strokes and stuff, which is what we do when we perform with sound. That's, to me, one of the core ideas of Baroque sound. You work with, you know, within a large framework, which is beautiful and proportional, and then you work with those mini elements that is, you know, shaping every single sound so that it has a direction and a meaning. Yeah.
All right, this has been really fun. Thank you so much, Vivian and Roberto, for joining us. I hope you all get the chance to see the exhibition and also check out our website. There are lots of music you can listen to, and also there will be MVs. Stay tuned. Thank you for watching. Thank you. Bye-bye.